He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. You know, I've been thinking lately, doesn't it kind of suck how James Rolfe is basically just stuck doing that character forever? It was just a fun idea he had in 2006, and I don't like how these characters are forming a circle around Tails. And don't give those disgusting fan art people any ideas. They could easily take this scene into a disgusting place. But anywho, so yeah, AVGN's basically just stuck being the nerd for the rest of his days. All the psycho YouTube people won't let him do anything else. Is scream at Mario or I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Okay. So yeah, here's the beat 'em up segment. You just slap the little midgets around to your heart's content. And since we're still fairly early in the game, they gotta stop the action and explain basic stuff to you, like you're some kind of idiot. They need to have more games that just openly treat you like an idiot. It's okay, retard, you see that thing over there? If you don't pick that up, you're gonna fucking die, so you better go do it, but you'll still find a way to ruin it, won't you? 'Cause that's what you always do, you asshole. Yeah, we need more sassy games. Just like Bruce Campbell in the tutorial to the PS2 Spider-Man games. He was you would have known that if you had gone to the tutorial levels, but I guess you're just cooler than the rest of us, aren't you? I'm gonna go grab a ham sandwich, you gotta figure this shit out for yourself. Good old Bruce Campbell. Sassing up with the Spider-Man games in the early 2000s. You know, speaking of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, you know, they had a fourth one they were gonna do where the Lizard was gonna be the villain. It probably would have come out in maybe 2008 or 9, but the script was so terrible that they just threw it out, and then of course Disney bought Marvel around that time too, so that kinda threw a wrench into everyone's plans. So that was it for old Sam Raimi. No more Spider-Man movies from him. So you get a variety of attacks you can do. As they said in that song in Sonic Adventure, nothing's gonna stand in my way. Except diabetes. That was the secret secondary Knuckles campaign where Knuckles contracts diabetes. Most people don't know about that part of the game. But yeah, and they rewrote the song. It says, nothing except possibly diabetes is gonna stand in my way. But yeah, Unknown for me is a good song. Go play Sonic Adventure 1. That's a good game. This token's a bit too high to actually grab. It's also the shadow moves, so that kind of fucks with it too, but regardless, it's too high, you see? They're just fucking with us at this point. It's like that chocolate bar in Conker's Bad Fur Day that they deliberately made impossible to grab, so there's no way to 100% complete the game. And I think that's kind of funny that they're just essentially just taking the piss with their own players and look at that, you can't beat the game, what are you gonna do? And some gamer out there's just completely veins on their forehead, eyes bulging out of their head, and I can't beat the game. That's a pretty cool thing to do. Mad props to you, 90s era Rareware. There were some talented people at that company back then. Not so much now, though. What has Rare been up to that... It was either last year or the year before they demoed some new thing at E3 and it was just very generic and forgettable. It was just like a fantasy setting where there was like a red-headed woman riding a horse through the woods, and that's the new Rareware game. Couldn't even tell you what it was called. Just a bunch of crap. These QuickTime events, as you can see, are a bit harder to time. and the Series X, because, you know, it's got the frame rate boost, so that they go by a bit faster. The meter's already 75% empty by the time I can even see it. That's quite unfortunate. If only we had somebody to assist us. Maybe if we had, like, the video game equivalent to Banzai Buddy, and there'd just be a small, low-poly, a pre-rendered purple gorilla in the corner of the screen who could give you gameplay tips. I should make my own games someday. I've got all kinds of fun ideas like that. I gotta practice some programming first, of course. And I gotta hire some voice actors, and that's a project for someday. First I gotta find some talent, though. That's the main thing stopping me from making my own video game, is being completely devoid of any and all talent. Shit, fuck. So, they just have the one battle theme throughout all the combat. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, you got the Sonic and he's throwing the man around, and you know what I'm talking about. Kinda hard to balance on that. Kinda wish they had been a bit more forgiving about that. It's just an instant kill. Sonic Unleashed takes no prisoners. So, what else is going on out there? Not a whole lot, evidently. So today was the Xbox E3 showing. I didn't watch any of it, but I saw the highlights later, and Psychonauts 2 seems to be in good shape, so that's pretty cool. I kinda thought that Microsoft Flight Simulator was coming out today, because there were lots of articles predicting exactly that. They said, oh, it's a-coming, but we still got 6 more weeks. The internet lied to us. How could they do such a thing? So all these combat segments are a bit more violent than usual for your standard Sonic game. I guess Shadow the Hedgehog was pretty violent. You had actual realistic guns. What an awful game. But I'm assuming you've seen my Sonic tier list video and you already know how I feel about it. So no need to retread over old ground. What if they had a power in this game where Sonic could give his enemies diabetes? They could just get kinda dizzy and fall over, and they'd have to push the button on Life Alert, and all Sonic Unleashed enemies should have Life Alert. Remember those Life Alert commercials from like 15 years ago? They had the old lady with all senior citizens should have Life Alert. Those were funny in a way, just that people would make fun of them online. Like there was I used to go on the GameFAQs forum for Smash Bros. Brawl, and somebody said, Life Alert should be an item in Smash Bros. Brawl. That would have been pretty damn funny if they had done that. But no. Officially made video games never do anything cool and funny. There's limitations that you see. They have to send this out to a widespread audience. They can't do anything that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Just gotta have mass appeal where you can't express yourself in a meaningful or interesting way, or else someone might get offended. Fan projects are a bit different, though. That's where you get all the crazy weird stuff when you can do whatever you want. You get shit like Juice WRLD. Do you guys know about Juice WRLD? I want to try that someday. It's a very interesting project, because like I said, they're not held back by mass market appeal in any way, and so you can just get totally weird with it, like Frank Reynolds in It's Always Sunny, and just gonna get weird with it. Yeah, fun project.
Hey kid, it's me, the clog. I ain't moving for nobody. I'm gonna beat the life out of you.
Oh, the clog. He was only trying to protect us. I guess that's a spoiler. But whatever, you're not actually gonna go play Juice World. Nobody cares that much. Dearie. Why in the hell are all the coins higher than we can reach? We just had that one later in this very same episode. I think there's just a sadistic asshole working at Sega. This is Japan's revenge on the filthy gaijin. They're gonna frustrate us slightly by putting all the coins slightly too high up. In the Japanese one, they're probably slightly lower so you can collect them with relative ease. And just the many ways that Japan's trying to get revenge for World War II by making the video games slightly harder. Well, this episode kinda sucked, but whatever.
Tigers parted for the first 3 rounds. Zach has had some big success with a birdie and the eagle, which ended his round yesterday.
Oh, this is a beauty. Didn't get any more than 20 feet off the ground.
There's the stinger. What was that? Did somebody scream mashed potatoes? That was mashed potatoes.